Hey, did you miss me? I'm dedicated to going live 7 days a week, but every now and then I might be on TikTok and I apologize, or on Instagram. I want to talk about a Karen that found me on, and I really apologize if your name is Karen because, but I found that person on TikTok. Really, she found me. And here's the thing is there's all kinds of stuff on TikTok that I don't want to see. And I just scroll on by it because here's the thing is if I give it any attention at all, if I watch the video completely through, if I like it, if I comment, even if I'm disagreeing, TikTok automatically thinks that I want to see more of that. And then they just show me more of that, right? My hair is doing really weird things today. It parted really far over. I'm trying to train this piece to go this way. I don't know. I had to wash it because it was I've literally washed my hair 4 or 5 times in the last week. I don't even know. But so this girl literally told me I was basically a criminal. And it's not one of those things where I'm being dramatic. She literally argued with me. And not in a way that you're seeking an answer to something, because you can disagree with someone, right? I don't mind that, right? The other day I posted something and one of my very, very, very dear friends said, well, I'm going to have to disagree with you. And then she gives her reason why. And I'm like, I love that so much. I love everything that you just said. I just don't think it's the norm. I love that that's your experience, but it's not the norm, right? And I think she would probably even agree with me on that. But so, yeah, I don't post a lot about network marketing on TikTok. I kind of save that for Facebook, right? Because you guys know me. You're kind to me. You decide to follow me, keep following me, watch me, do whatever, and you're kind, right? You know what industry I'm in. And I understand that network marketing has this really, really gross taste in people's mouth. I get it. It does me too. Do you know how many messages? Do you know how many messages I get a day? Hey girl, you should be doing what I do. And I am not even going to say I haven't sent those. I did. I was trained in the beginning to send those. But here's the thing. Once I knew better, I did better, right? Because here's the thing is all I want to do is share things that I love with you. Share things that I love with you. So if that is a foundation, that's awesome, right? If that's my hair product, that's awesome. If that's the new mattress we got on Amazon, that's awesome. And just so you know, the hair product people, they don't pay me. Do you know how many emails I got of people that shopped my link and how many 10% off coupons I have? So many. And it wouldn't even be helpful for me to give them away because if you shop my link, you get the 10% off. They didn't give me anything special for telling you that I loved their product, right? But I found an industry that you can tell people what you love and get paid. And you guys, if you think that I lie to you about anything, check the YouTube. There's a video on there that I believe is titled Proof I Won't Lie to You. And it is actually a pharmacy product that I tried and it sucked. And I didn't love it. I feel terrible for the one person in the last year that has bought it from me. And I didn't love it. Maybe it was user error. Maybe other people think it's amazing. I don't know, but I'm going to give you my personal opinion, right? I'm not going to give you the opinions of other people. I'm going to give you my opinion. That's why I don't sell a lot of the skincare for dry skin, right? Because I'm not dry. I can tell you how it works for my girl Ashley. I can tell you what she uses. And that's someone that I personally know and have followed her journey, right? But here's the deal. Network marketing is just about sharing something that you love, okay? So yesterday I rarely post direct sales stuff on TikTok because I think that those people can be kind of vicious. And a whole lot of people that you don't know can see your video. And I understand that on Facebook and Instagram that can happen as well. But typically speaking, it's the people that you have created a community with, right? The friends that you have that are seeing your stuff. And I literally feel like I'm one of the nicest people on the planet. And I attract really great and awesome people. sometimes I will post something and ask you for your opinion on a controversial topic, right? And I know that you guys are going to be kind. You're going to give your opinion and you're not going to attack or fight or be mean to people. That doesn't happen on my posts. It just doesn't. There will be people who comment like, oh, you're brave. I'm like, no, I know my people. But here's the thing, I don't know my TikTok people, right? Because it's a whole lot of strangers, right? I posted a video the other day that has like 60,000 views. I don't know 60,000 people. I promise you, I do not. So yesterday, I posted a video about network marketing, basically saying that it's like it's like the highest in self-made millionaires. That's pretty incredible. It is the like second highest paid in industries, which I think is pretty cool too, right? And so then I asked the question, why isn't everybody successful? Hey, Lori, why isn't everybody successful? Well, because everybody gets the same training and some people do nothing and some people take action, right? So my whole thing is like, all of the people on Facebook or YouTube, they know, right? They've seen me from day one. They've heard me say at year one, I was making $60 a month. That was my paycheck. And I kept doing it, even though my husband said I was a crazy person because I worked so hard to make $60 a month. But if I'm being fair, some months that $60 changed everything. Sometimes that $60 meant I could put gas in my car. Sometimes that $60 meant I could get soccer cleats for Dryden. Sometimes that $60 meant I could get $60 worth of groceries. That's the reality of what that $60 really did for me. I've been behind the ball the last 2 months and I know it's on me. Yeah, for sure. That's the whole thing is if you're not successful in network marketing, it's on you. Take that responsibility, right? This month for me is just a smidge bit slower. You know why? Because last month I couldn't do anything on Facebook. Now, I could have done other things, but I think I was just really sad. I didn't even want to be on Facebook because I didn't want to see all your stuff. I saw a lot of stuff, but I didn't want to see all your stuff and not be able to comment. Like, that was sad for me. It was really hard. I didn't love it. I had some issues, but so yesterday as I post this post, it doesn't get very many views, doesn't get very many comments, but the comments that I did get were all that it was a pyramid scheme. Okay. The first person that commented that, I said, well, those are illegal, and I do not do illegal thing. Well, I mean, except for that one thing in my youth, but we're not going to talk about that with some laughing faces, just trying to kind of brush it off, right? Because literally, I'm not a criminal. There's no part of me that is a criminal. So the next person though, she's a little feisty and she's a little hateful when one, you could have just kept going. Like now that you've commented on this, you're going to see other network marketing girls and that's what you want in your feed now just so that you can get on there and be mean. What are you doing? I don't know. Good morning, Lindsay. How are you? So as I'm responding to this girl, I'm like, so what you're basically saying is that you would begrudge me and my family the lifestyle that we have. That you would want me to go back to being broke, to having our utilities shut off, to having to tell my kids no to literally everything. You guys, that's it. Everyone gets in a funk. Yeah, it is. Even my most optimistic. It's true. Everybody does. Everybody does. And here's the thing is that I am so passionate about what I do when I can't do it in the ways that I want. It's really difficult for me and it really brings me down because I know that I change lives. I know that what I'm doing isn't a scam. I know that I am not trying to get people to join me just so I can make more money. That's not it. You guys, when I think about me in the beginning of this business, it's insane. My husband, I need to record my husband saying this because he tells me this all the time. What I love most about this business, I could cry, is not the money. And it's not all the other lives that you change. It's you. The confidence that he sees in me is incredible, right? The thing that I could believe, I'm trying not to cry, you guys. This is crazy. I'm just going to use this shirt that I wore the other day because I have no washcloth here, but it's him seeing me feel pretty. It's me seeing me the way he sees me. Like, that's crazy, right? That's so crazy. That's why I do this, right? It's not a scam. I feel like I have been involved in some scams, right? Because you're supposed to go to college and then you're supposed to like make all this money with your degree and like all these things, right? So here's the true scam. I went $80,000 in debt to get a master's degree in psychology, specializing in criminology and justice studies. That is so fancy and so amazing, right? And while I'm doing that degree, I'm working at a job that I want to move up in that company, because that's what you do. You go to college, you start with companies, and then you move up. So you start entry level, and you're going to school, and you're learning a few things in real life and all the things, and then you move up, and then you make more money because you get a degree, right? So that's where I was. And I started a job that I really wanted, and I wanted to move up, and I wanted that place to be my employer in a totally different job. How could you be a criminal? I know, right? I'm like the sweetest person ever. I mean, other than Facebook thinks that I do hate speech against genders and I'm violent, those things are also false. But so I had the job that I wanted. I made no money at all. I took a pay cut to go to that job, but I would be in my field with the employer that I wanted in the end. And I knew it would be a process, right? Because here's the thing is, we don't automatically think we're going to apply for like the CEO position, right? You have to have some experience. You have to have some education. You have to have these things, right? So I start the job, and then I am finishing my degree, and I am doing the things. And I'm like, okay, we're really struggling. And my sister comes to me and says, hey, we have a job opening in billing. And I know that you have done billing before. It's for a doctor's office. I know that you've done it for a doctor's office and hospital. I think that you would be a great fit if you want to come and interview with the doctor. And I was like, okay, let's do this. So I go and I interview, not wanting the job. Because here's the thing is, I'm working towards my master's. I've gotten in with the employer that I want, but not the job or the money, right? Because, well, entry level, right? And so I interview and I don't want the job. So I don't want to tell Kyle and my family that I don't want the job, because here's the thing is, maybe the job could change my life, right? So I go and I interview. The interview goes amazing. And he says, okay, what kind of money are you looking for? And for me in that moment, it had to be life-changing, guys. It had to be life-changing because I was in the field that I wanted, working on my degree, but making no money. And so I doubled the salary that I made. And I knew that he wouldn't do that, right? But that was my way of saying, like, I don't want the job, really, okay? And he gave it to me. So how do you say no to something that literally can change your life, right? Oh, you guys, this is so awful. Oh my gosh. I don't even think I used my setting spray, you guys. I don't even think I used it. I'm making you cry already, right? So I took the job, got out of my field. And I went back to medical. Oh, you guys, this is so awful. Hold on. I think it'll be okay, but we'll see. I don't have streak marks yet, so it's fine. The makeup is holding up. So I took the job, got out of my field, completed my master's. $80,000 in debt, you guys. $80,000. Just so you understand the reality of what that meant, my wages are still being garnished. I'm getting closer, but my wages are still being garnished for that $80,000. I'm not working in that field because when I got the master's degree, I looked at all the jobs and what the pay was, and it was less than what I was making billing insurance. That's a scam. You guys, that's a scam. To be able to do something with no education You guys, no education. I'm not a biller. I'm not a coder. I've never done anything other than I got a job when I was 18 years old for a doctor that my mom worked for and another company who wanted to start his own practice, thought my mom was super smart, so hired me because I must be super smart if my mom is, right? And I had to open up a practice for him, and so I kind of just learned as I went, right? And I had to bill insurance because that was a thing. Like, so they brought someone in to kind of train me a little bit on this software, and I asked just like a ton of questions about how to do it basically. And I did it. And then somehow I got a job at Liberty Hospital in the billing department. I have no idea how. I had no experience in that, but really what it was attention to detail, follow-up, and I learned billing. And now I'm $80,000 in debt in a career that is nowhere close to my degree, right? So then network marketing comes along. Zero experience. I've never been a salesperson. I've never been in sales. I'm not the person that like worked at Sephora. I'm not the person that like sold cards. I'm not the person who sold insurance. I have no sales experience, okay? And somehow me learning to be confident, feeling beautiful, being able to provide for my family in ways I never dreamed possible is a scam? Why? Because some people send you cold messages and make you mad? They don't know better. I did that. You guys, you know me and you know my heart, and I did that. I was that girl. I was that hey girl. I was that girl. And somehow, because somehow we've stereotyped an entire industry on people who are just learning. That hurts my heart. For someone to literally come to me and criticize what I'm doing as a person to support my family, you guys, I never have to tell my kids no. Now, do they have every single no? Like within reason, right? When my son says my shoes are too small, I just go buy the new shoes. Before, it was like I was messaging people with kids that I knew were older than him, like, hey, do you have any shoes? Because we need shoes, right? Now you're crying over here. I know. But the thing is that there are just things in people's lives that change everything, and they can't help but share it, right? Because here's the thing is, in that TikTok video, I literally just broke it down. Here's the problem with network marketing. People are lazy. We want instant gratification. You know what I'm learning from Hulu? Do you remember when we were teenagers watching 90210 and we had to wait every week for the next episode? We learned patience. Like, we learned what it was to like not have instant gratification. I mean, we had dial-up and it took 15 minutes just to get onto the internet. We understood what it was like to put in some effort and wait, right? I'm watching Hulu and I'm watching Good Girls on there, and I have to wait every week for a new episode. Do you understand how mind-blowing this is to me at this point in my life? I want it right now. Netflix has told me I can have it right now. You guys, when the new season of Good Girls came on Netflix, I was so excited. I got up that day with so much joy in my heart. I was so excited. I was going to be able to watch that whole season. Like, it was the best day ever. I get to work. I hit play. And I'm like, why does this look familiar? Oh, I think I've seen this. Do you know how big of a disappointment it was to realize I had already watched it on Hulu one episode at a time? And that I would have to wait another year or watch one more episode at a time this year? You guys, we want instant gratification. When I joined network marketing, it wasn't instant. It wasn't. I did terrible videos. I sent spammy messages. I posted the most ridiculous selfies where I literally felt so beautiful. You guys, I am sure if you have followed me, oh, look, my ring light just came off. If you have followed me for any amount of time, you've seen that first selfie, right? You've seen it. It's awful. It is me believing in myself, though. I believed in myself because someone else believed in me. And here's the thing is when that girl yesterday told me, you just want to bring people in under you so you can make more money. I mean, is that the end goal? Well, sure. But you could also say that I got up this morning to go to my job just so that I can make money. Yeah. I refer people to my office so that we can make money to make sure I stay there. But no one calls that a scam, right? No. But I love an industry that teaches you to believe in yourself. How many of you do personal development on a daily basis? Like literally say yes or no. Do you even know what that means? Do you do that? Do you every day try to do something for yourself where you personally grow? Or do you get up, make all the breakfast and lunches, commute for an hour, work 8 hours, commute for an hour, come home, make dinner, maybe do laundry, maybe have to rewash the clothes in the washer because they've been there forever, all these things. Because that was my life, right? Christy, you do it because you are in network marketing. This industry teaches us that it is okay to be better and to grow. That you don't have to stay where you're at. You don't have to stay going through the motions. I can work on me. I'm reading a book right now, 12 Laws to Success. And here's the funny thing is I'm doing it with some business partners, but it has been more personal to me than anything I have read in a really, really long time. Melissa, you need to be doing personal development. Because here's the thing is once you stop growing, you don't usually stay stale, right? You usually just die. That's the truth. And I think that that's where a lot of people are, right? So literally, if I stop watering my plant, it doesn't just stay where it's at. It literally dies. It literally dies. And that's the same with us. So here's the thing is, it's not a scam. I hate that people call it a pyramid scheme. I hate that people say, yeah, but only the top 1% make millions of dollars. Well, right, but literally my mind isn't even at millions of dollars for one, because I can't think that big. Yes, Robin, I love that you start your day with personal development. But isn't that true of every company? Like the top 1% make the money? Because here's what I do know. Is that I looked this morning to see what were the most lucrative professions. Like where can you really make the money? Anesthesiologist was number one, and I think he was at $261,000 a year. So that leads me to believe there's probably like a cap there. I know there's a cap on my job. In 10 years, I have gotten $2 worth of raises and I am at my cap. I cannot make any more money. I can't. So like the top 15 professions that make the most money were all doctors except for one. There was hope. You didn't have to have a doctorate, but you will need to be the CEO of a large company. So yeah, it doesn't take millions to change your life. Right. So here's the thing is, do only the top 1% make millions of dollars? Yes. Only the top 1% in every profession makes $1 million. Do the top 2% make tons of money? Maybe. I mean, I don't know the real statistics. I'm literally just talking. But only the top 2% at my current 9-to-5 make the most money. You guys, you gotta work hard, right? Keela, I am so excited. Last night when I moved your name, I was so freaking excited. I was so excited. Because here's the thing is, like, I have this wall. And it's not for me, it's for them. I want to get to know them more. I want to help them more. Because here's the thing is that pharmacy doesn't pay me when you join. When you get this kit for $19.99, I get nothing, okay? I only get paid if I help you become successful. That's how I get paid. Is if I help you become successful. Where is the scam in that? I don't understand. Like, I wish this girl had said some things that actually made me say, oh, I see why you see it that way. But she didn't. I was just like, I feel like maybe you should stop talking because you look really dumb right now, and I am confident that you are not. I'm confident that you are a smart person. But the things that you are saying do not make sense. Because when you're telling me my business is a pyramid scheme, so what you're saying is you want me to go back to being broke. I am a criminal. You want us to have every vehicle we have repoed because that happened. You want us to have to file bankruptcy again? We had to do that. You want us to be evicted from home after home after home because we couldn't pay for them? That's what you want for me? Like, she's like, well, that's not what I said. Well, then what is it that you're saying? What is it that you're saying? That what I'm doing, I mean, and literally, if it were illegal, I wouldn't do it. The person wasn't. They don't know me. And that's the whole thing, is that whenever I saw it, it didn't even bother me enough to really say anything to Kyle. Like, probably 3 years ago, I would have cried and not done anything for months because I would have been afraid of how people viewed me or saw me or whatever. But I'm at a place in my business now that I've seen my life changed. I've seen my friends and business partners' lives change because of it. And sometimes it's money, but sometimes it's not. Crystal, you're right. Every job is a pyramid. Every job is a pyramid. At my job, like, the pyramid is here. I'm kind of here. There are people here. There are people here. And I'm just kind of here. But there are people, like, everywhere, right? There are the guy, the doctor, the one that's in, like, the top 15 of the highest paid professions. He's at the top. He makes the most money. No matter how good of a job I do, no matter how many hours I put in, no matter how many more responsibilities I take on, no matter what, I can never make more than him. That seems like a scam. No, it doesn't. That's how it works. That's how it works. The people at the top have worked the hardest. I'm complaining about my $80,000. I can't even imagine how much his student loans were. I can't even imagine the number of hours that guy puts in to ensure his business is running well, right? Because I know every Friday I have to send him several reports showing where we are, how much we've collected, how much we have outstanding. Not even just how much we have outstanding, but how much do we have outstanding in 0 to 30 days? 60 to 90, 90 to 120, 120 to 150. And then not only that, but because these certain services cost us a lot of money to perform, we want to know how much is outstanding there. And then he has to take the time to review all of that. On Fridays, I send the report and I go home and I enjoy my family. That's not him, right? He's at the top because he works the hardest. I think it's kind of the same in network marketing. The people at the top are truly the people that work the hardest. Are there people out there not working and collecting a check? Sure there are. That's every profession too. And Keela, here's the thing, is she didn't really get under my skin, but today was Why Wednesday and I had to share my story, and I just thought, how many people out there think that this is a scam? Think that what I'm doing is literally illegal and I'm just flying under the radar with no one noticing my illegal activity. That literally makes me laugh because I'm just like, that's crazy. And I know that there are companies that do crazy things, right? And I know that there are network marketers that do really gross, yucky things. But I truly believe those people are still learning, or someone has told them that. Someone has told them to do that. Someone has told them that. I don't know. So here's the thing, is I'm just going to keep talking about it because there will be the people who hate it. And those are probably people who, honestly, have tried it, didn't put in the work, quit, and blamed their sponsor, the company, whatever. Because here's the thing, is every day I can tell you things I've done to make my business successful. I can tell you those things. They weren't easy things. They were not easy things. Anyone who says, you should join my company, it's so easy, the products are so amazing, sells itself, so easy. You just make money. This girl over here is making $1 million a month. Okay, but what are you making? if it's that easy, right? It's not easy. This is literally the best primer I have ever used, ever in my life. And I've tried several because I didn't love the last company's primer, but I did use it. But it was very slide and it was all the things. So my sister would constantly give me some out of her BoxyCharm to try new kinds that maybe would work better with my skin type, but I always felt guilty. I would use it and I would love it, but I would never buy it because, well, I wanted to, this is literally the best primer I have ever used. It won't sell itself. I promise you that. It won't. You have to have a passion about things. You have to love things. You have to do all of the things that are hard, that other people won't do. You guys, I went live, broken out in hives for a year. It was awful. It was terrible. But I didn't stop doing it because it was hard. I didn't quit at the bachelor's because it was hard. I got the master's. I mean, hindsight being what it is, that was maybe a mistake because my wages are being garnished and I literally have to pay $256 every 2 weeks towards them. Literally over $500 of my money goes to student loans every month for a degree that I am not using. That's insane. But I have found something that works for me. I have seen work for others that has just changed me in ways I can't even tell you, and changed the lives of my family in ways I literally cannot even say. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible, and I want this for everyone. Everyone who wants it, right? Because I will tell you all the time, this business isn't for everyone. It's just not. I don't want to be a teacher. That would literally be the worst job on the planet, and I know there are millions of people that are really fulfilled by that. That would be a negative for me, ghostwriter. I do not want to be a plumber. I can really thoroughly appreciate the fact that my husband is a plumber, that he has worked really hard in his profession, and 20 years later, he is at the top. I'm like, here's the thing too, is he's kind of capped out too. Like, he can't make more money. That kind of sucks, right? But I would never want that job. Especially the days that he has come home so dirty that I have felt like he was like in a crawl space and he was literally just in someone's dirty house. No way. Not happening, sister. Not happening. Yes. Here's the thing is, Crystal, that's the perfect example. It's not for everyone. It is not for everyone. But I feel like I will never find those people. Literally, Crystal, his job is so shitty. Literally. I will never find the people that it is for if I don't tell everyone, right? If I don't keep talking about it, if I don't keep sharing about it, if I don't keep doing all the things. There's a million people that it's not for, but there's a whole lot of people that it is for. I didn't know it was for me, and I think that there's a lot of people out there that don't think it's for them either. And then all of a sudden they end up in it, and then 6 years later they're where I am. Like, I have an entire makeup room dedicated to this thing. I love it. I love every part of it. So here's the thing, is if you think it's for you, just put questions, because maybe you don't want to commit to anything, but you're like, maybe I have some questions. Maybe I want to see. Right? Maybe I just want to see. I just want to test the waters. What is it that you have to do every day? What is it that, you have to commit to? How much money do you have to spend? All those things, right? How much money will you make? All those things, right? So put questions if you have questions, and otherwise we will see you back tomorrow with makeup. I actually did do a makeup video this morning. It only took me 18 minutes and 19 seconds to do my full face. I was really pretty impressed. I sped it up for my reels and for TikTok, but I'm going to put the full video on YouTube eventually after I do some voiceover to tell you about what I'm doing. But I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely awesome day, and happy Wednesday. Set a goal today and really do some kind of personal development. Like, every day I want to read my Bible and I want to do some kind of personal development so that I am continuing to grow in my faith and in me as a person. So I think those two things are my priority for me. But find your priorities and then make them a priority. So I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.